What's going on, everyone? Back with another video. This can be kind of a short video, but I wanted to get on here and talk about God's timing. Especially this video especially applies to me personally, just because, like, obviously, as you guys can see, everybody that follows me know, I tore my labrum about 3 weeks ago playing baseball. Literally nothing I could do about it. Wasn't anything I did, just kind of like a freak accident. So really the past 3 weeks, and I got surgery about a week ago, by the way, so that went well. Glory to God. But really, I've had about a week of not being able to drive, not being able to do anything, so I've kind of reflected on myself. And everybody always says that God's timing is perfect, but you don't really realize that until you kind of go through hardship. Now, obviously with like my labrum, it could be a lot worse. You know, I could be going through a lot worse things than this, but I really try to use this time to grow and prepare. And Ecclesiastes 3:7, I got it pulled up here, so if you guys see me looking over, that's why. But for everything there's a season and a time for every matter under heaven, so there's always going to be a time for different things. And I think really that goes, for me, I take that verse and I apply it to kind of like never taking it in for granted. If you guys are athletes or whatever you do, you only have a certain amount of career. You know, I have 3 years left to play and then I'm done. And then what's after that, you know, and people get hurt all the time. They don't come back 100%. So you never know what could happen. So never taking anything for granted, living in every moment. I know that's not really like a biblical application, but being present with everybody, because it matters. It matters. God's always working, even when you don't see it. It's kind of hard to see through something like this, or whatever hardship you go through, breakups, whatever it is. It's kind of hard to see where the Lord's working. We kind of always ask, like, why me, God? Why is it me? Why do I have to go through this? But we never really ask, like, what is this teaching me? What is this telling me to do? And that's so cliche and that's so corny in today's world, because everybody always says, "Whoa, it's like hardship. You have to go through hardship." Everybody's like, "Oh, you know, that Goggins mentality. Like, you have to go through hardship. You have to go through hardship. It builds men or it builds women or whatever." But we don't really understand how it builds you as a person until you go through it. So Psalm 27:14 says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong. Let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord." A lot of the hardship, honestly, is just being patient. That's the hardest thing. Like, I feel like it's easy to trust God when everything's right in front of you. It's easy to trust God when you know your clear future. It's easy to trust God when, you know, you're in a great relationship and you're not going through troubles and your girlfriend didn't break up with you and you're hitting great or in baseball or whatever, you know, or you get that scholarship. It's easy when you know what's going to happen. But when you don't know what's going to happen, there's uncertainty. It's hard. It's hard to trust God when God's not saying, okay, he's not laying everything out. And so I would say, like I have written down here, faith over frustration. I've been really frustrated really the past week with why this is happening to me. Why did I have to tear my labrum? Why did I have to go through this? Why is this? But I have no idea how this is going to build me as a man. I have no idea what this is going to teach me. I have no idea the outlets and the venues and the places God will take me because of this. And like I said, feeling anxious, praying, that's a big thing that I've learned even in a week. I can't imagine how much that I'm going to learn in the next 6 months. Working towards something that I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to heal. I may come back and have a bulletproof shoulder. I may come back and hit 500 next year. I may come back and not be the player I was. And that's hard for me to accept. But that's part of trusting the Lord and his timing. The last verse I have for you guys, it's Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. It's a very common verse, but in all your ways acknowledge him, he will direct your paths. Trust no matter how you feel. Trust in the times where it's not necessarily just hard times, but times where it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my life. I just graduated. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what college I'm supposed to go to. I don't know who I'm supposed to marry. I don't know who I'm supposed to be with. I don't know if I'm supposed to be in this relationship, yada, yada, yada. If this friendship, whatever. Trust in God. His will always be revealed in the end. Hope you guys enjoyed. Praying for you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.